Those looking to escape the busy city life of Chicago can find some peace and quiet in the neighborhood of Morris, Illinois, which is exactly what Dana Allsworth and her family had in mind when they relocated here.
We came across this neighborhood, and it's just so quiet and pristine. You can hear the cows mooing from the nearby farm, and it's just a perfect setting where I wanted to raise my family.
But Dana's dreams are quickly dashed when she meets the woman next door.
My neighbor is 59 years old and lives by herself. We always were leery just because you could just tell the house was unkept and there was a lot of yelling. Cops were always there. So we kind of just tried to keep our distance.
Things only go downhill from there. Dana's neighbor seemingly gets upset because she feels that the trees lining the yard are an eyesore and are in turn devaluing the woman's land.
She decided to take it upon herself to take down our property. Like, she was cutting trees down, she was cutting the bushes down, she was blowing all the leaves into our yard.
You cannot put this
Spin it out to make it look halfway decent.
I'm gonna go get a leaf blower and blow all this right
I
here
will
away.
break up all that when I am disrespectful.
My blood was boiling. My heart rate had to been like 500 miles per hour.
Don't step on our property.
Stay the off my property. Don't ever come over here. If you come over here, I will call the police and have you arrested.
After her neighbor's behavior and anti-Semitic remarks, Dana installs security cameras to try and catch her neighbor in the act, but she alleges that it only makes things worse.
She would stare at us through the windows. She would scream at my son. When I woke up the one morning and I saw a gun in the window, it absolutely blew my mind. I never imagined in my life that I would be living through this nightmare with a neighbor.
A month later, things come to a head when Dana is home alone with her 3-year-old daughter, and she catches her neighbor lurking on her property. And this time, she brings something with her, a hammer.
Immediately, my heart rate escalates and I prepare myself for the worst. I didn't know what she was capable of. She could attack me with the hammer. She could throw the hammer at me. My husband's at work. I knew I had no backup.
But Dana's neighbor has her sights set on something else. Her security camera.
Quit videotaping.
With the damage done, Dana's neighbor retreats off her property. But to Dana's relief, her camera captures the proof that she needs.
I remember actually getting happy because I finally got her. I finally caught her in the act.
Her neighbor is arrested for disorderly conduct and trespassing, but to Dana's dismay, she is released on bail.
Honestly, we talked about selling our house. I tried to never think about somebody harming children, but just the way she would scream at them, just to think that my kids had to live through this experience. As an adult, we can handle it. But to think that my kids had to endure this and be so scared to even play in their own yard, it's just wrong. It's wrong that somebody can do that. Completely wrong.
Fearing for their safety while waiting for their day in court, Dana and her husband built a 6-foot fence along their property line.
It was such a relief having that fence. I felt peace. I finally was able to enjoy my backyard without feeling like I was being stared at every second.
Dana's persistence pays off when the neighbor does something unexpected. She puts her house on the market, and Dana drops the charges against her neighbor since she will no longer be a nuisance. Even better, the home next door is purchased by a family with young children.
I was so happy. This house is just perfect in every way, and it's our forever home. I'm so glad I didn't give it up because now I have 2 wonderful neighbors, and I can already tell we're gonna have an amazing, amazing future in this neighborhood.